Today, kids, we're going to start learning cursive. We're going to start with the letter A because it's actually very similar to the way you print the letter A. When you're learning cursive, kiddos, it's an awesome opportunity to take a look at your handwriting and work on making it really legible. And as you get good at cursive, you will probably start to make it a bit your own. And that's one of the really fun things about cursive. So the letter A is very simple. Many cursive letters start exactly like the letter A. When you printed a letter A, you started by making a circle and then you made a line, and everything was pretty straight up and down. You start the small cursive letter A exactly the same way, excepting you slant it slightly. It can be helpful to slant your paper. And then you make a little curly tail. One of the other really great benefits of cursive is when you get good at it, it can be faster because you connect all the letters. So again, a cursive letter A, the small letter is around, up, down, and then you make that little tail. The capital letter A is exactly the same except bigger. So you would make it around and down. That's the capital letter A. The capital letter is exactly the same as the small letter. Like I said, cursive is really useful because you can connect things and go faster. So if I'm going to write the word all, A, again I have kind of a slant and I connect the A to the L and the L to the L. A-L-L spells all. Let's say I'm going to write the name Allie. I'm going to capitalize that, it's a proper noun. So I capitalize Allie, A, and I connect that to the letter I-L, and then I put the letter I. And after I do my little curly, I go back and dot my I. So cursive can be really useful, much faster, and it can be much neater. So let's go ahead and take a look at our cursive practice books. My expectation is that you go slowly. Try to do 1 page a day. Start at the top line, go around. There's a capital A. Tracing first. Carefully and slowly. And then trying some on your own. You're going for automaticity. You want it to be neat and quick. Well, that one didn't quite touch the top line, but the rest of them look pretty good. I think my best one is this one. Which one is your best? Now let's try the small A. It's exactly the same, excepting that it stays in the bottom half of the penmanship paper. So maybe when you were learning how to write cursive, they called this the headline, the belt line, and the toe line. Maybe they called it the ice cream scoops. Different teachers call it different things. To me, I think of this as the A goes between the belt and the foot. right, now let's practice writing some words. I think this last one is actually one of my best. I'm going to give it a star. Why don't you put a star next to your best one too? So the first word we're going to practice is apple. Makes me hungry. When you're practicing cursive, the thing to think about is how to practice the connections, right? So you start with the A, which you now know how to do. It connects to the P like that. So kids get confused. They think they've got to trace down the P or something. You don't. You trace up to the belt line, and then you go down and make the loop to make the P. Now, I'm lifting my pen to show you, but I don't advise you to lift your pencil. Here we are. You go back along the same line. You do not lift your pencil, and you go up, down, and around, and then around again. Then you go up for the L, apple, A. Watch how I connect it. Up to the belt line, down and around. Up to the belt line, down and around. Up to the headline, up to the belt line. And that's the word apple. The next word is the word award. Please notice these little arrows help you know where to go when you're making those connections. Those are super, super useful. So here's the A, award. Maybe you'll win an award for your cursive. So to make the W, it's belt line, toe line, belt line, toe line, belt line with a little swirl, right? See that little swirl? I just did that belt line and a swirl, and that lets me connect up to the A. Now that's the part that kids think is really weird, right? You go here from the W, you go up and over, and then you back up like a truck, backing up. I was thinking it was a garbage truck going beep, 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 beep. I'm going back where I came. And then up to the belt line for the rest of the A. Then the R is belt line, and then a little swoop, and the toe line. And the D is just like the A. You get here, and then you back up like that garbage truck. Beep, 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 beep. And then you make your final little tail. Call those a monkey tail. Here it is again. A, and then foot line, belt line. Foot line, belt line. Foot line, belt line. Okay, now that you're here, make that little swoop so you can go over for your A. Isn't that cool? Right? Notice the W has 3 little lines. Don't do 4 and don't do 2. 2 is a U. 4 is nothing. I guess it's a double U, not a W. All right, when you're here for the A, you back up. Beep, 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 beep. All right, then up for the R, little swoop, down to the toe line. And then for the D, again, you get here and you're gonna back up. Don't pick up your pencil like I am. Beep, 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 beep. But don't ever pick up your pencil. I'm just doing that to really show you so you can see. And there's the word award. All right, here we go. Now we're going to practice a sentence. All so you connect those L's like that. Here's the T. T. Now watch the H. It keeps going. Do you see how that keeps going? It goes through and around and down. Also, please notice I have not crossed my T yet, because when you're writing cursive, you should never pick up your pencil till you get to the end of a word. I'm only picking up my pencil to show you. When you get here, you back up along that line to make the H. And then there's the E. Then you go back. Now you're at the end of the word, you go back and cross your T. All the ants. Here is A. A. And then here's the N. Is 1, 2. Up for the T. And for the S. And again, you get to the end of the word and you go back. R. A. There's the R, swoops up to the belt line, down to the toe line, and there's the E. All the ants are angry. A. Here's an N, which you connect like this to the G. This is another one of those you get up and you back up like a garbage truck. Beep, beep, around and up. And then for the tail, swoop down and around to the front. Sometimes kids do the swoop to the wrong way. Swoop to the front. There's an R. And there's a Y. And a period. Okay, now we're going to make up a sentence of our own. And I'm going to use a lot of A's. I'm going to write a sentence about Allie. So capital A. Allie. And I get to the end of my word and I go back and I dot my I. Allie ate a T E, and I get to the end of my word, so I go back and cross my T. Allie ate ants. Oh dear. A, but I know how to write that word ants, and so do you because it's right up above, so you might as well use it. Ants. And there's my period, and I go back and cross my T. And that is how you make the letter A. Don't worry if the connections are not 100% clear to you right now. They will be as we keep going. Give it a shot, have fun, and write pretty.